and welcome to 3.0 TV. I am Vishakha Thakur. Brazilian fintech firm Méliuz, which serves over 30 million users in the country, has become Latin America's largest publicly traded listed corporate holder of Bitcoin. The company said that it acquired an additional 275.43 Bitcoin for $28.61 million following a recent stock offering, raising its total holdings to 595.67 BTC. That stash, purchased at an average price of $102,702.84 per coin, places Méliuz 36th globally among all listed companies that hold the largest crypto, the company said. The company reported a BTC yield of 908%. Méliuz yield is notable and ranks it among the largest among BTC treasury companies, with the blockchain group recently reporting a 1,173% BTC yield. Michael Saylor's Strategy, the world's largest public Bitcoin investor, disclosed its latest BTC purchases as the crypto slid in response to escalating geopolitical fears last week. Strategy acquired 245 BTC for $26 million during the week ending Sunday, the company announced in a US SEC filing on Monday. Well, the cost of Strategy's latest Bitcoin haul averaged $105,856 per coin, with Bitcoin plummeting from about $108,900 on June 16 to an intra-week low of just below $99,000, according to CoinGecko data. Now, its recent purchase has boosted the company's holding to 592,345 BTC, bought for about $41.9 billion at an average price of $70,681 per coin. Sequans Communications, a developer of Internet of Things, semiconductors and modules, has disclosed plans for a $384 million capital raise to fund its strategic BTC reserve. So the move comes as more companies are betting on Bitcoin and using the world's largest crypto as a reserve asset. According to the company, it plans to issue and sell approximately $195 million in equity and $189 million in convertible debentures, which can later be converted into shares. For the endeavor, Sequans is partnering with Swan Bitcoin, a BTC treasury management provider. Texas has become the first U.S. state to create a publicly funded stand-alone Bitcoin reserve after Governor Greg Abbott signed Senate Bill 21 into law over the weekend. The bill directs the state to establish a BTC reserve managed independently from the main treasury, joining a small but growing group of states exploring digital asset reserves. Now, unlike Arizona and New Hampshire, which passed similar legislation, Texas did not just authorize the reserve but is actively funding it. The state will be appropriating $10 million in order to purchase Bitcoin for the reserve. Winance Limited has purchased an additional 37.72 Bitcoins, bringing its total holdings to 58.68 BTC as part of its strategy to grow its Bitcoin treasury. This acquisition, facilitated through Fidelity Digital Assets, underscores the company's commitment to transparency and institutional-grade custody, enhancing its position as a publicly traded BTC treasury company in the UK. Well, Winance Limited is a Bitcoin treasury company listed on the London Stock Exchange and trades on US OTCQB. It focuses on building a strategic Bitcoin holding through acquisitions and its own mining operations in North America, with facilities in the USA and Canada. DeFi Development Corp is tokenizing its DFDV stock on Solana, partnering with Kraken to support the rollout. The launch marks the first tokenized US-listed crypto treasury stock, merging equity ownership with on-chain finance. Now, DeFi Development Corp announced a partnership with Kraken to tokenize its DFDV stock on Solana. It said the Solana-based treasury company will list the tokenized version of its stock on Kraken's X-Stocks platform. In May, Kraken unveiled the Xstocks platform to offer tokenized versions of US equities to non-US investors. Following the latest announcement, DeFi Dev Corp's stock will be listed on Xstocks as DFDVX is joining an exclusive group of companies embracing tokenization. Metaplanet has announced an additional capital contribution of up to $5 billion to US subsidiary Metaplanet Treasury Corp to accelerate its $555 million plan and enhance its global Bitcoin treasury operations. This move is part of Metaplanet's strategy to become a leader in Bitcoin treasury management. It plans to leverage the US financial markets infrastructure to achieve its goal of holding 210,000 Bitcoin by 2027. Now, Metaplanet operates in the financial industry, focusing on BTC treasury management. The company aims to be a global leader in Bitcoin treasury operations, with a strategic emphasis on expanding its presence in international markets, particularly in the United States. In a significant move under South Korea's new pro-crypto administration, the Financial Services Commission has submitted a roadmap to potentially approve local spot digital asset ETFs, reversing a 2017 ban. The plan presented to the new government's transition team also suggests lifting the ban on won-based stablecoins. Additionally, the FSC is considering an investigation into transaction fees charged by domestic crypto exchanges, aiming to reduce costs for investors. Now, while the FSC has stated that these plans are not yet finalized, the proposals align with President Lee Jae-myung's campaign promises to foster the digital asset market. ProCap BTC is going public as ProCap Financial through a merger with Columbus Circle Capital. This move, announced by Anthony Pompliano, aims to create the largest public BTC treasury company, holding up to $1 billion in Bitcoin. The company has already secured $750 million in funding from investors through a combination of equity and convertible notes. ProCap Financial plans not only acquire Bitcoin, but also to generate revenue from its holdings through risk-mitigated solutions. So this reflects a growing trend of crypto firms going public and increasing institutional demand for Bitcoin exposure. Mineral exploration company Panther Metals has announced a Bitcoin treasury strategy combining traditional mining assets with Bitcoin holdings, leading to a surge in its stock price on Monday. In a statement, the UK-listed mining exploration company announced that it would be planning to buy $5.4 million in Bitcoin for a treasury account and strategy on Monday. The firm will use 1.3 million British pounds, or roughly $1.75 million worth of Bitcoin from its treasury as collateral to complete its acquisition of the Pick Lake mining deposit, Ontario, Canada. That's all in the bulletin today. Keep watching 3.0 TV for more such updates, and do log on to our website www.3versetv.io or scan the QR code.